Hello, my name is Evan O'Toole, and today I will be walking through the tutor.com for Atlanta Public Schools, specifically the Target 2021 program. So let's jump right into it. To access tutor.com for the Target 2021 program, all you simply need to do is go to any device that includes a smartphone, tablet, laptop, desktop, open any browser, and as long as you're connected to the internet, you will be able to make use of the service. So good news there is that once you open a browser, as you see on my screen here, I have Chrome open. All I have to do is simply type in this particular URL, tutor.com/APS. Now, once I do that, I know I'm in the right place because it's going to display to me the logo. It's going to say, welcome to tutor.com for Atlanta Public Schools, as you can see here. So obviously I'm in the right place. If you go to tutor.com and do not put /APS, you will have a bad time. So please go to that particular URL and you will be able to access the service. Now, in order to actually get into the service, we do actually list down here that you do need your lunch number or student number, and the initial password to get in will be APS Tutor. Once you input both of those here in the username and password field, you'll pop right in. So let's just go right in there. I have a different one. So once I pop in here, I am at the landing page where I can see everything that is available to me as a Target 2021 student through the tutor.com program. And if I scroll down, I can even see all the subjects that are available. And as you can see, not only do we support your students in math, English, and writing, science, and social studies, which of course are the actual core classes, but we have business, foreign languages, computer programming languages, help, Microsoft programs. We even allow our tutors to help your students with how they can make their test prep that much better if they happen to be working on some test prep work and they get stuck on a question. We do have the IB subjects available for all students who might be taking those classes, as well as the AP classes. A drop-off essay review, which I'll cover in a little bit. And if it is easier for students to learn in Spanish, our Spanish-speaking tutors are available from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. every single day, 361 days a year. That is the only difference between the rest of these subjects, which are available 24/7, 361 days a year. So that means any day between, especially right now, which happens to be the 20th of March, until 4th of July, there will be tutors available for your students. The only other days that we have off are Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day, which in this particular academic year have already passed. So plenty of time for your students to be able to access our tutors and be able to get that help they need literally anytime they want. To request live help, they simply go to connect with a tutor now, click any one of those subjects that we had listed prior, and go to the topic, select which overarching topic they need help with. Maybe it's math, maybe they need some help in Algebra 1. Let's say I'm an 11th grade student this year. Now you have a couple of options. You can say you would like to voice chat with a tutor if you would like to. Again, this is available on all devices, and it can either be done through our classroom or through a conference line that we will set up for you, and then the student and tutor would have to just type in the same phone conference line. You would have to then let them know that in the classroom itself. To showcase what kind of question they need, they can either do one of two things. They can, of course, type it out, copy and paste it, if that helps, and put it right there in that request box if that is easy enough for them to do. However, if you're working on things like in geometry or other math subjects, or even biology and other subjects within science, where you need to actually showcase a diagram or a picture of something that you're working on and looking at, the attach a file button right here is a saving grace, because as you can see here, there are multiple different file types for you to be able to actually put a picture, a document, something that will show the tutor what you're working on so that you can jump right in and be on the same page right from the get-go. So certainly feel free to make use of that, whichever one works best for you. Once you click Connect Now, you'll be taken to our classroom once you get connected with a tutor, which roughly takes around 1 minute on average. And then the classroom will open. Now, keep in mind, this is a practice classroom, so everything is available. On the top here, the only things that will always be available, regardless of subject, are whiteboard and text editor. Code editor will only appear for computer programming languages subjects. Graph and calculator will only appear for more higher level math subjects. But this whiteboard, as you can see here, I can do a lot of cool things. I can, of course, write on it. I can even import that same picture if I really want to be able to show to my tutor and have it right on the whiteboard there, what I'm looking at, find my math problems, zhuzh them right there, and now I can actually work together with my tutor that way. I can change the background to graph paper. I can add even more shapes if I want to. Maybe I want the X and Y axis in here. So I can actually click on it and drop it right there. And then I can even, once again, draw on it here to create a parabola. This is a never-ending whiteboard, so the more space that I use and need to be able to work with my tutor, the site will actually populate more space for them to be able to work on that. So keep that in mind. The text editor, if you are familiar with Google Docs, is the same concept. You can copy and paste a whole essay in here if you want to work on an essay with a tutor. Live, you can simply use it if you need it just to type out things. As you can see here, what will happen is the tutor also has the ability to type in live time as well through this text editor. Keep in mind as well, you'll be conversing with a tutor right here in the chat box, unless you're doing a voice chat, in which of course you'd be actually talking to them through either the device or through the phone line. The graphing calculator is a virtual calculator. As you can see here, again, both student and tutor have access to this, so you can feel free to work through problems together using this particular graph in calculator if you'd like. And code editor, as you see here, is just it's a terminal. You select which language you're working in, and you're then able to work with the tutor. Once you're done with your session, you simply click End Session. You'll be taken to a post-session survey, which is 100% optional. However, you do have the ability to actually favorite a tutor. And if you do favorite a tutor, they'll kind of live here in the My Account section, where you also find all of your prior sessions. But if I go to favorite tutors, I see a list of tutors of all the people that I've actually saved. In this case, I haven't saved any, but if you do save any, they will be here. And if they are online and available at the same time you are, next time you pop into the service, you can actually directly request a session with them. Using the Connect with a Tutor Now feature will only allow you to connect with who's ever next available, so you don't really have a choice. This way you have a choice of course, your favorite tutors. And if you do want to schedule a session or work with a specific tutor, you can actually come to schedule a tutoring session and see everything about our tutors here, who's online now. If you want to directly request a session with that online now person, you are able to do that from this particular part of the website. The Submit a Paper for Review is our drop-off essay review functionality that allows you to literally pop in here, drop off your paper, and then sign out. You can literally just pop out and check back in periodically, because our tutors are very quick about getting this done. We do guarantee 12-hour turnaround time, but many times it's much quicker, somewhere in the area of 6 to 8 hours, and even closer towards 3 hours, which is what I'm hearing more and more. As you see here, it's a pretty simple request form. You let them know exactly what you're working on. You will upload your paper as either a doc.x or a txt file. And as you see here, you don't even need to be finished with it. You still are working on it, want some just initial feedback. You can let them know. You can even let them know some specifics of things to look at. Once you get this back, it will pop up here at the top and say your paper's been returned to you. You go to your account and My Session section, and you'll be able to open up and see all of the feedback that the tutor has done on the paper that you've submitted. They will give you general feedback as well as specific feedback. There will be a form for the general feedback, and then when you open your review document, you'll actually see the notes, specific notes that the tutor has left. The last two things to let you know that exist here are practice quizzes, which are diagnostic quizzes in math, science, and English subject areas. So if you have a quiz or a big test coming up, you want to see how you do in it, feel free to use these. These are great ways to get a sense of where you would lie. And if you get anything wrong, you don't do well on a quiz, you can absolutely review your answers, see what you missed, and actually directly request a tutor right from that tool as well. And finally, this prep for AP exams, while it does specify AP exams, and if we look at like biology, for instance, there is a specification on layout of AP exam. A lot of these videos are honestly not specifically AP centric. There's very general subjects to biology here that you can watch videos on. So whether it's modern synthesis, speciation concepts, other things that you're looking for more information on, these are great little 5 or so minute long videos that you can watch in biology, calculus, US, or world history. Obviously, these are especially helpful for AP, but they're also helpful for anyone else taking these subjects at any time. With that, that is the tutor.com for APS Target 2021 program. If you do have any questions, please let Ms. Deanna know. She can elevate those questions or concerns to me. Again, Evan O'Toole here at tutor.com. I am fortunately very local to Atlanta. However, was not able to come out today. Thank you so much for your time. I sincerely appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and best of wishes to all students for the rest of your year. Thanks so much.